I can't take it. I swear to you, I'm regurgitating mentally from this. Here's a lifestyle question. Mike in New York on WOR. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Dr. Savage. I wanted to ask, my 19-year-old son is a liberal arts major, and he's a really good kid. He's straight. He's into playing guitar and video games, and other than that, he knows not what he wants to do. And I'd really like to help him refine his search in terms of a career goal.
How old is he?
19, just turned.
No. Most kids at 19 don't know what they want to do, so don't feel alarmed by that. Did you know what you wanted to do at 19? I didn't.
No, I certainly didn't.
No, I didn't. I was always groping and searching. Nobody really knows what they want to do. Very few do, let's put it that way. Those who are driven like that usually want to become some bottom-feeding lawyer who deceives and lies to people. They have an idea from the time they're 9 years old that they're more devious and a better liar than their fellow kids in school, and they become lawyers. But other than that, how many people at 19 know what they really want to become?
Well, liberal arts, I feel like he's wasting his time doing a...
Well, they don't have an alternative called conservative arts yet, do they?
No, that would definitely make it...
No, liberal arts consists of how to put a condom on a cucumber, how to roll a doobie, and how to hate America. Those would be the three liberal arts that they learn in college. How to hate your parents, how to hate the church, and how to hate anybody who has anything more than you. That's the liberal arts curriculum today, especially at NYU. But, I mean, your question is a serious one, which is how do you motivate your son to try to, pick his way through this morass called life, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so I'll give you an answer. We'll start with the basics. How does any boy or girl figure out what they want to do to make a living? How do they figure that out? What do they do to figure that out? Well, first they have to find out what jobs, if they're just looking for a job, assuming he's not wanting to be a professional, so to speak, of any kind. He doesn't want to go to a law school, medical school, dental school. He doesn't want to be an architect or an engineer. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so you've eliminated most of the white-collar professions. Therefore, what does he want to do? He has to make a living primarily, correct?
Yes.
All right. So how hard is it for him to go take a job in retail in New York? There are probably thousands of jobs going begging. And you say, well, who wants to work in a lowly paid retail job? The answer is nobody, really. But he gets exposure to humanity that way. And in this exposure, he might get inspired through somebody he meets or something he sees. The trick is to get him out of the house. He's got to work somewhere, Mike.
Yes.
Your name is Mike. Mike, he's got to take a job is what he's got to. Is he working now?
He's giving guitar lessons to young kids, and he also is helping my sister in the communications business, but he does a lot of running wires, category 5 wires and things of that nature.
What do you mean? You mean electronic wires and Cat 5 wiring?
Yes. But,
okay, so he's into electronics?
Yeah, I'm only insofar as my brother-in-law has been training him. My brother-in-law has a business doing that, and I tried
So he is working. So he's not a total slacker. He's not sitting home like Wayne's World in the basement, is he?
No, but he's part-time and he doesn't like it, He doesn't.
Of course he doesn't like it, but that's how life works, is you take a menial job and you don't like it, and you say, I don't want to do this anymore, I can't stand it, and you figure out a way that you're going to make more money by doing something else. So you train for it, or you get next to somebody who has a better job and you take the job. I mean, there's no magic answer here. How did you what do you do for a living?
I'm in financial services, actually, and I did exactly what you said. I hit my head along a few pipes and tried jobs, and I didn't like them, and eventually became into financial services where I helped families.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So there was no magic. Your father didn't come along and give you a silver wand like Mitt Romney's father and give you you didn't have a fortune. You had to fend for yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like I failed him, or I am failing him, I should say, that I am not.
But that's the thing, is you feel as a father that he should have been doing better than you already. And you feel that in America, the land of opportunity, the son is supposed to succeed the father financially and socially. That's basically what you feel. And you don't understand why your son has fallen behind you, I think, is another subtext to this conversation.
Yes. Yes.
All right, but Mike, he's young yet. He's not 39, is he?
No.
If he was 39 and still living at home with you and your wife and had a hairnet on and was smoking a joint, I would say you have trouble. But he's a kid. He's only 19 years old. You know, give him time. He'll figure things out. He'll either go with his likes and make a living, or he'll go with his likes and find out that he can't make $1 doing it. And then he'll say, I can't do this anymore, and he'll become something where there's a job. He'll go back to school for 2 years and become whatever is necessary. He could go, you have no idea what he's liable to do. Just be there for him and love him and tell him it'll work out if he keeps working. That's all you can do for him, Mike. You can't force it, and you can't get angry, and most of all, don't feel badly because he's a young kid yet. He's very young.
His professor, he just signed up for the winter module in his community college, and the professor wanted him. He said, Dad, I don't like this professor. Yeah, I think you'll get a kick out of this. She made it mandatory that they subscribe to the New York Times. When he said he wanted to drop out of our class, I said, any professor, I want you to subscribe to that rag. I want you to drop out of our class. By all means, you want to withdraw. And I gave him my full approval on withdrawing out of it. But I thought it was interesting that a sociologist...
Well, I don't know that she can force him to subscribe to the New York Times, but the fact of the matter is, I wouldn't say... I was afraid you were going to say that she forced him to subscribe to The Nation or some other overtly communist, rag. All right, stay with your kid. Just remember, Mike, you're feeling bad for yourself that you don't see a more motivated son, but you're not alone in that. How many of your friends' children are motivated today?
I have a few. I guess that's why I'm a little dejected.
What do you mean? Guys who are like the young guys are already driven into jobs, careers, professions?
Oh, I have one friend's son who's 21 years old, and the kid, he already works for the New York City Comptroller's office. He's interviewing at some of the biggest firms, and the kid is just, and it's all, not because of daddy's affiliation. The kid is just an absolute go-getter, knows that he wants the financial...
All right, but not everyone's the same way. Your son is on the more autistic side, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so he's withdrawn. He's probably, introspective. He doesn't like to run around and compete with people that much. There's a different type of personality.
Absolutely, and that's what worries me.
Well, yes, but Mike, not everybody can be a driven personality who always wants to get ahead and is willing to do anything to get there. It doesn't mean you don't love them, right?
No, of course.
All right. Well, Mike, look, we'll probably never talk to each other again. This is actually a very heartwarming and also it's a troubling conversation in a way, Mike, because you're not the only father in America who is worried about a child. You're one of tens of millions of parents who wonder why their child is not motivated or has fallen behind them in terms of the great American success chase. I don't have a single answer for you other than to say continue to love your child and encourage them to work, because in the midst of even the most menial job, they are likely to meet people who will guide them in ways you could never imagine.